That's it from the BBC Money Clinic here in Miami.
Hello. Friday's thunderstorms have brought to an end a heat wave which lasted much of the week across parts of England. That's the end of temperatures above 30 Celsius for a while. This weekend will feel much cooler, particularly where it's been so hot. There will be wet weather at times, breezier than we've had recently too. So the look and feel to the weather this weekend, quite different from what we've been used to as low pressure takes over for a while. Another one coming in for part two of the weekend on Sunday. But we will start with Saturday's weather, and still to begin with, some heavy and thundery rain around, especially through eastern parts of Scotland. Clearing northwards, sunshine showers following on behind, but some of those heavy and thundery, particularly into Northern Ireland. The temperature colours indicating that temperature drop off, but most noticeable where it's been so hot. So into East Anglia, even though 25 Celsius is still possible, 10 degrees down compared with the past couple of days, most though into the high teens and low 20s, and still with some sunny spells around, but it is breezier than it's been. And in fact, on Sunday, as we watch this next weather system come in, the winds pick up a bit more, so a blustery day on Sunday, gusty winds around too, with an area of rain that could be quite heavy at times, lifting north and east during the day. A few early showers maybe in northern Scotland late on before we get into the proper rain, and as it moves on through, behind it sunshine and showers. Average wind speeds on Sunday, gusts will be higher, perhaps around 40-45 miles an hour in places. And the temperatures, where it's been so hot, they're down a little bit further. We're mostly towards the high teens to around 20 Celsius. Now, as we go into Monday, low pressure is still in charge of our weather. It's going to plonk itself towards the northwest of us for a few days into the new week, and it's around that we're going to see either rain or showers at times. Because it's towards the northwest, it's northern and western areas that will see most of the rain or showers. Not going to be wet all the time on Monday. In fact, the afternoon delivers quite a bit of dry weather and some sunshine, and it's going to feel a little bit warmer in the sunshine as well. Still quite breezy, mind you, perhaps not quite as windy though as it was on Sunday. And then on Tuesday, again, here's your area of low pressure. Around that, some weak weather fronts. Northern and western areas seeing a few showers. There'll be one or two dotted about elsewhere, but very hit and miss. There will be some sunny spells too. Still the wind arrows indicating a breezy nature to our weather, lasting into Tuesday as well. And temperatures mostly high teens, low 20s, but a few into East Anglia and the southeast approaching the mid-20s. And although by Wednesday low pressure is beginning to pull away from us, there'll still be a few showers to be had. Some of those could be quite heavy, northern and western parts of Britain most prone, and those are your temperatures. Now, a change as we go towards the end of the week. It looks like high pressure will start to fight back, though the further north you are, there's still a chance of a few showers, but with high pressure building back in, that should be settling things down once again, turning things mainly dry and warming up from the south as well. So this is how next week is shaping up. It's an unsettled start with low pressure in control. The position of the low pressure means northern and western parts of Britain most likely to see occasional wet weather, but showers will be dotted about anywhere. It's breezy too. And then with high pressure returning, it begins to warm up from the south again later in the week, and it turns more settled. Earlier in the week on weather for the week ahead, we showed you this picture of a weather station in Suffolk, Broomsbarn. Hadn't had rain for more than 50 days. It's now had some rain, and some of us elsewhere that have been very dry have had some rain. Enjoy it whilst it lasts. It looks like it settles down and warms up again next week.
My parents really wanted me to be a doctor because they were huge fans of conforming to racial stereotypes.
We got £1 million worth of cars and we're still living at home.
I was handed into Mother Teresa's orphanage in Calcutta when I was 9 weeks old. I have to try to find her.
Your grandfather, your great-grandfather, and your great-great-grandfather.
Stretching the idea of Britishness so it's big enough to embrace all of us.
There's 1,000 flavours there.
So far-fetched, so over the top, but pure entertainment. As children of immigrants, I feel that we're so much more than our history.
The Big British Asian Summer. Across the BBC.
There are many movies out at the moment that are claiming to be comedies. This beats all of them. And on the one hand, it's a political tale. On the other hand, it is a magic, realist fable. It is baggy and overlong. You can either just see it as a really good popcorn adventure or as something much deeper. That's what a proper cult movie looks like. My problem with it is I wanted it to be darker. The script is laughable, but not in a good way. This has proved so divisive. I was reminded of the friendship between Elliot and E.T. Every time anyone says mockumentary, immediately think, is it as good as Spinal Tap? The answer is no. Very smartly reinvented a franchise, and who thought that was possible? It does the thing that cinema is meant to do at its very best, to completely immerse you, to transport you, to take you to another world.
Words of Wisdom, the film review, available now on BBC iPlayer.
Now here's the science bit.
Ready.
Could a bendy phone be the future?
There really is no driver. I feel better for that.
Click tomorrow at 12:30 on the BBC News Channel.
Operation Canvas is the first case involving so many people in the use of drones to fly drugs into prison.
The prisoner was able to retrieve the package from the drone.
They have evidence, but what they want to know now is how to build the strongest case.
Proving? You can't prove nothing. I've done nothing wrong.
When you get to court, it's like going into battle.
The Prosecutors starts with Prisons, Drugs and Drones, Thursday at 9 on BBC Two.
Shine a light into the shadows.
Have a look. Clues lie beneath.
To find the lost art of Britain.
But simply finding a painting is just the beginning of the trail.
And that's the signature, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can see there's a small hole in the head.
It is a long shot, but I think there's a mystery to be solved here.
The new series of Britain's Lost Masterpieces, coming soon to BBC 4.
Can I have a pint of milk and 3 packets of Brexit, please?
The next train is the 11:15 calling at Peterborough, Brexit and Darlington.
Do you want Brexit with that?
Right, you got the tickets and the passports. Did I pack the Brexits?
Brexit, not just politics, it's everyday life. Find out what it'll mean for you with BBC News.
Coming up at 10:30, it's Sports Day. Then at 10:40, the papers will discuss the stories on tomorrow's front pages.
Prince of Wales tells an inquiry he never sought to influence a police investigation into an Anglican bishop convicted of child sexual offences. Prince Charles had a long-standing friendship with Peter Ball, who was jailed in 2015. The Prince said he felt deep personal regret for trusting Ball when early reports of abuse emerged. The inquiry heard extracts of the correspondence between the Prince and Peter Ball. We'll be asking how embarrassing these revelations are for Prince Charles. Also tonight, President Trump hails the strongest US economic growth in 4 years.
We are the economic envy of the entire world. When I meet the leaders of countries, the first thing they say invariably is, "Mr. President, so nice to meet you. Congratulations on your economy."
A 6-year-old boy dies after being shot with a pellet gun at a house in East Yorkshire. Soaring heat and then thunderstorms caused travel chaos in parts of the country, with rail services hit. From extreme heat to extreme hail as the weather starts to break after weeks of high temperatures. And a blood moon in the night sky as the longest lunar eclipse of the century takes place tonight.
And coming up on Sports Day on BBC News, scaling new heights, Geraint Thomas extends his lead. The Tour de France is his to lose.
Good evening. The Prince of Wales has told an inquiry that he at no stage sought to influence a police investigation into a bishop who was later convicted of paedophile offences. In a written statement to the independent inquiry into child sexual abuse, Prince Charles wrote that he'd been friends with Peter Ball, the former Bishop of Gloucester, for many years between the 1970s and 1990s. But he said he was unaware of his crimes and felt deep personal regret at being misled. Peter Ball, who's 86, was jailed in 2015 and released in 2017. He is too ill to give evidence to the inquiry in person. Sophie Long reports.
As a glimpse of this celestial show. Victoria Gill, BBC News.
That's it from us. Now on BBC One, it's time for the news where you are. Bye-bye.
This is Sports Day live from the BBC Sports Centre with me, Chris Mitchell. Coming up for you, peak